Yo! It's your boy GY, aka GY Shifty, aka GY Mr. Shots Fired. I always shoot my shot because if I don't take my shot, I'll miss 100% of my shots. What's going on, everybody? As always, when we start, I like to tell y'all I appreciate everyone in the league. You got some things to talk about, man. What, man? Why you out here? Go clean your room. That's my son out here. He want to be on the podcast, y'all. He want to be on the podcast because he's a gamer. He creates games and all this stuff. He's learning all this crazy stuff in school, so he thinks he knows. He does podcasts too. You know, he's Instagram famous, so he wants to be down. Listen, man. Just like with the power rankings, if you want to rank higher, you got to get your weight up and win more games. In his case, you got to get his weight up and learn how to play Madden. Straight cheese. Anyway, we got some good topics to talk about today. We're going to talk about, as I said, the power rankings, some of the NFL coaches being fired, and we're going to talk about pun. We're going to talk about the draft. We're going to talk about what is the draft? And the trade board. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, first thing we're going to talk about is these NFL coaches that are being fired. Some of them are head coaches, some of them, you know, offensive coordinators, DC coordinators, some kind of coach in general. If you want to comment, you have a question, hit me up at 631-945-3171. I'm taking all calls, all texts. If you hit me with a private or blocked number, I will not answer it. I'm going to think it's a creditor. So stop playing and do the right thing. But once again, you want to call in, 631-945-3171. So, what's y'all take? We're going to start off with the Bucks. As y'all probably know by now, Byron Leftwich was relieved of his duties in Tampa as offensive coordinator. I need to know your opinion because I'm a diehard Buck fan. I know Showtime is a diehard Buck fan. I know Twan, he's the cards in the league. He's a diehard Buck fan. Bossed Up, the guy who was removed, he's a diehard Bucks fan. So we have some Bucks fans in here, even though everybody be hating on the Bucks. What's your opinion? I believe he should have lost his job. I don't think he's a good offensive-minded coordinator. You can't have a 45-year-old man throw the ball 72 times. If I'm wrong, let me know. And then when he was asked a question about the run game, we were last in the league, 32nd. He said it wasn't like we were in the top 10 last season. We were ranked 26 as far as rushing yards and rushing attempts. I agree, but wouldn't you figure in the offseason to work on something and try to get that run game going? Make a trade for an offensive lineman? Yes, we had a lot of injuries. The offensive line was banged up the whole year. And we all know Tom Brady can't take pressure up the middle. But you know that's one coach. We had Lovie Smith, Nathaniel Hackett. Let me see who else. We had who else was in there? Nathaniel Hackett. Matt Rule. He didn't even make it to the end of the season. Let me think. Frank Wright, Indianapolis coach. He didn't make it to the end of the season. A lot of these coaches, I believe, they inherited really, really good teams. For instance, everybody thought the Broncos was going to be this super squad, good young talent. Patrick Surtain Jr., Javonte Williams, what's the wide receiver name? Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Hamler, whatever his name is. Then they went out and got Russell Wilson. Well, guess what? Russell Wilson has been in Seattle's system so long, he looked terrible in another system. It doesn't help that he had an inexperienced coach either. But of course, who's getting blamed? Russell Wilson. And I've been saying this for years, but a lot of people disagree with me. Yeah, we all chase the money, yeah, because you don't know when the injury is going to happen or whatever. But if something is working, you fit in that scheme. Unless they really, really shortchanging you, stay in that system. Because usually when you get traded, it never works out. You have to fit in the system. That's my opinion anyway. And I'm not shooting no shot at nobody. I'm just saying that's how it normally goes. So I'm gonna give y'all part of the power ranking now. Let me see. Where's my list? Because we're doing the whole list today. We're not just doing the top 10. We're doing the whole list. So, like I said, if you want to move up on this list, win more games. Straight cheese. So now, coming in at number 32. Excuse me, with an abysmal record of 0-8. We have the Minnesota Vikings. Now, Minnesota just made a trade that some might call questionable. Some might call, I wouldn't have made that trade. Some might call outright stupid. He got offered a lot more for JJ and took a trade that I wouldn't have never have made, especially sending him to a user who's already 8-1. A user who has 28 touchdowns with Jamal Chase. He got a DT, a pick, and something else. He didn't even get a replacement receiver. And the guy was trying to get rid of Higgins. I myself offered him Ward, 2 seconds and a first, or he could have took another player. He said no. Raiders offered him 2 firsts and something else. Even what we're offering, he maybe could have gotten more, but what he took was terrible. Anyway, coming in at number 31, we got the Jets. The Jets are 1-8. This is bad. This is bad. I don't know how many of y'all watch The Circle, but homeboy be like, this is not good. This is not good. I agree. I agree. Bad trade. We're going to get to the trade board in a minute. Steelers. My man D-Mac. Every season, every year, every Madden. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Yeah, D-Mac got a deep, raspy voice. Yeah, he sleep a lot. I don't know if he always high or what, but he sleep a lot. Steelers, they're number 30. He's 1-7. I think his one win was a sim win or a forced win. Wasn't even a game played. Come on, man, we got to do better. Coming in at number 29, we have the Commanders. No, I'm sorry. At 29, I put the Cards, 2-7. That's my man, Twan. He's really a Bucs fan. He said every time he comes in the league, he gets a bad team. Now, Twan was in the league. Twan had the Dolphins. He got upset. The game glitched. Didn't have nothing to do with his opponent. Didn't have nothing to do with the league. Didn't have nothing to do with nobody. Didn't have nothing to do with him. The man caught a pick. He ran it back to the house. When he ran it back to the end zone, and you know how you got to kick the extra point? He kicked the extra, they didn't even let him kick the extra point. They gave the ball back to the opposing team like if he had never gotten an interception. So, I was asking him all the details of the game. He got upset with me because I'm like, listen, talk to your opponent. Y'all run it back or whatever. They ran it back. Twan ended up losing, so he ended up leaving the league. But when the game glitched like that, there's nothing I can do. His opponent didn't cheat. He didn't cheat. The league didn't cheat. It was the game glitching. I ain't never seen nothing like that. He and the streamer's in the chat somewhere. He caught a pick six, ran it back, and they gave his opponent the ball back. Yo. And they didn't call no penalty. So I got him at 29. At 28, I have the Commanders, who I think is really, really underachieving. He's a good user. I know his schedule is tough because he works late or gets home late. But bruh, I get home late too. What I do, the night of advance, I try to get my game in or that next day because I know that third day, that's advance night. I already know I'm not going to be able to play that night. So that's what you need to look into. Coming in at 27, I have the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos is a new user. He says he's a force to be reckoned with. I don't believe it. Shots fired. Everybody never seen you play. How you gonna come to the league talking about you're a force to be reckoned with? Man, you better get your weight up. If you didn't know, that's what my name stands for. Gywu. Get your weight up. Coming in at 26, we got the Giants. They're 2-6. That's them Texas boys. I don't know what's going on right in New York, but he has a decent team. He's a decent user. And I actually have the Rams ranked higher than him. My man Jared Arnold coming in at 25th. And 24th, we got the Patriots. 23rd. Now this right here, Coming at 23rd, we got Mr. Body Bags. This dude, I've been in many leagues with this dude. This dude used to be a baller. But now it's like he has, I won't call it complaint. He has a question. He has a theory about everything when he doesn't win. When I played him, oh, you're doing wheel routes all day. When I play with another league, oh, you're doing drags all day. Man, stop blitzing. I won't have to do wheel routes and drags to get the ball out quick. Listen, man. This league right here, we got some ballers. Ain't no use complaining because guess what? Nobody cares. Shots fired. Nobody cares. Now, coming in at 22nd, we got the Falcons. That's that trap game I keep telling y'all about. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it there. Meaning his record don't show how good he can play. That's what I mean by trap game. Coming at 21, we got the Chiefs. My man Smooth. He's a bit under the weather. Had a little accident. So he's giving up a couple of forced wins right now at the moment. Now I put the Colts at 20. Another new user. He's still getting his feet wet in the league. We're gonna leave it there. Then I have the Bears. That's Axel Foley. I'm still trying to fill out if this dude is good or not. But I got him at 19. Coming in at 18 is a Munra. Now, what's getting me tight about this dude, yeah, I know I take my shot because what I say, if I don't take my shot, I'll miss 100% of my shots. But when this dude did not have a league to play in, I gave him a league to play in. Now, he's not as active as he used to be. And I don't get it. Well, Lamonra, I'm here to tell you, we have a waiting list. So if you don't play, you will be exiting the building. Exit stage left, not even to the right, to the left. But he's number 18. I really think he's underachieving because he's a good user. At number 17, I have the Lions, who is 4-4 right now. At 16, I have the Raiders, who is definitely underachieving. I don't know what's going on with him. I think he's taking it easy on y'all. So now we're going to stop right there. That's half the list. And we're going to go to another topic. So, you all know, everybody like to comment on everybody else's business. Somebody called Showtime a spot filler. I was at work on the bus when I got to the end of the line. I was in tears. I was like, yo, they called this dude a spot filler. Everybody know Showtime is a baller. Showtime can ball. So I was like, yo, what is wrong with this dude? I said, yo, you got the wrong one. I said, if y'all go play, you about to get, I'm going to leave it there. I'm leaving that situation alone because it gets messy. it gets real messy. Now, let's get to my man Pun. So Pun was talking all this caca about how he beat me, this and that and that and that. And I politely said, listen, last time we played, I beat you, 17-14. You had the Bears. Oh, no, you didn't, I blew you out. It was in the playoffs. I actually gave him a forced win in the playoffs because I couldn't play to do a double. Our holiday schedule had just started. And I was getting back from the city late. And I still had to drive home because of the traffic. He's going back and forth with me. Why don't make me pull receipts? I said, pull the receipts. So, the next day I go in the chat. He pulled up a schedule. Something he's showing a receipt where he lost. That's what we played this season. And that made me hot. That pissed me off so bad. I was like, yo, this dude like a fucking nagging woman, you know? Just get up under your skin, man, like a leech. He just won't stop. It's crazy how Pun is always on my back. If y'all notice, just peep game. No BS. Somebody can come in the chat and say, yo, Gywu, when is the draft? Punter go, yeah, Gywu is a stat filler. You know, last time I played him, ain't nobody asked you all that. When was the draft? Yo, Gywu, what time is it? Here go Pun. Yo, I know you're going to have over 100 yards with your receiver and your running back and probably somebody else too because Gywu is a stat game. Well, bruh, let me break it down to you. As you already know, I've been playing Madden for ages. I've been balling for ages. I've won Super Bowls in many different leagues. Haven't won one in this league since we restarted with the PS5. As a matter of fact, I haven't won a Super Bowl since about 2019. I think it was 2019 when I won in either tackle or four quarters. But I'm like the LeBron of Madden. Yeah, I said it. The LeBron of Madden. You see that team LeBron got right now? LeBron ain't winning no championship. His days are over winning championships. I'm the same way. My best day on the game, I may stop somebody from making the playoffs. I normally make the playoffs every season. But as far as the championships, those days for me are over. I play the game just to have fun and I like building players. I'm not winning a championship. I know this. Unless I make it to the playoffs and I make it far and somebody else knock off the real competition. The hand and eye coordination just ain't there, bruh. I'm an older guy. But I did tell you pull receipts. When you get those receipts, let me know because I do have messages where I was telling you to hold that L. And you went as far as to say the Bucks is a cheating squad. They shouldn't have the Bucks ranked that high. Come on, God. If that's the best you can do, as we used to say when I was a kid, save it for David. But anyway, shot fired. Listen, don't come at me, man. I got proof. Show your receipts. And that's one thing. I've been many things. I may be a bum. I may be garbage. I've never been a liar. I'm not going to say I beat you if I didn't beat you. You know I beat you. And you know I gave you the force win in the playoffs. And it wasn't even about holding up the league. Why waste your time and have you waiting all day? And I know I'm not available to play. But that's how I do. Let's get down to some more power rankings. Coming in at number 15, I got no other than myself, them Browns. We at 4-4. We are definitely underachieving. I lost some games I should have won. I lost the game to the Ravens. I should have won. The game before that, who did I play? Was it I forgot who I played, but I should have won that one too. Then I played the Bengals, and boy, oh boy. Ooh, my baby Sherry. That boy handed, he was like, put those sticks down and never pick them up again. I mean, I couldn't do nothing. I know I'm not on the game like that, like everybody else. But I couldn't do nothing against the Bengals, man. And now, I mean, Jamal Chase, he just dotted me up with Jamal Chase. I mean, double coverage and Jamal Chase was still catching. Now, I got to deal with Jamal Chase and Jefferson. Come on, that's just ridiculous. At number 14, we have the Saints, who I thought would be going back to the Super Bowl. And I can't believe he's 5-4. Coming in at 13, we have the 49ers. Coming in at 12, and yes, I said 12, Ben. We got Ben and those Cowboys. Come on, man, you slacking. You definitely underachieving. Coming at number 11, we got my man Easy. He's another Bucks fan. He's 6-3, but we're going to leave it right there for a minute. Now, how y'all feel about this trade board thing? As y'all know, this no trade board, just make your trade, make sure you post it in the chat. Was a trial and error thing. But I do agree with a lot of y'all who DM'd me yesterday that after that trade like that, we definitely need a trade board because that trade would have been denied all across the board. And I know sometimes you do want to get a little bit more for a player, or you don't mind getting up a little bit more because that's your favorite player. You want to get them. But I don't even know what to say about that trade. And then what's bad, week 3 asked the dude for Asamoah, the linebacker. Right? Asked the Vikings for Asamoah. This was week 3. Oh, nah, I used him, Gywu. I can't trade him to you. I said, all right, cool. Now, week 9, I said, let me go check out to see the stats of this dude. Dude had 1 tackle since week 3. So how you telling me you use him, don't want to trade him to me, but yet you trade Justin Jefferson for nothing, for peanuts? You could have jerked me because there's no trade board to say, yo, give me a first, or give me a first and second, or give me 2 seconds, or whatever. Give me, everybody asking for Greedy. Give me Greedy in a second. I mean, I wouldn't have did that, but how you do that for Justin Jefferson, but don't want to give me a linebacker? I'm getting ran out now. I'm in the living room, and I'm getting ran out the living room by my wife talking about go to your man cave. She want to put me in the basement here. What you said?
This is my house.
Listen to sound like a mouse. This is my house. This is my house. But, so what do y'all think? Let me know. I'm going to put a poll up about the trade board. Should we bring the trade board back, or should we... It's almost like mandatory we need to bring the trade board back. That was like the worst trade of the decade. I don't think, I don't know. Are they cousins? I don't even know. Now, the draft. So, being that a lot of guys have scouted, and basically being that a lot of people have scouted, we're going to leave the draft as is this season. Next season, when we get to next season, I'll just add the draft. Like I think it's week 2 or 3. I'll add a downloaded draft with the real players. Let's keep it fair for everybody. Even though usually we go with whoever won the poll. But I do agree that let's just keep it like this, as we did it so late. It'll give people a chance to scout, even maybe go online and read up on some college players that they don't know about, because like I watch college football, so I would know. Some of you guys watch college, but there's a lot of guys here that don't watch college, don't know who's the next big thing coming out. But I was actually thinking to download the draft would be a good idea, because a lot of teams in the league need quarterbacks, and there are no quarterbacks in the draft. None whatsoever. Oh, if y'all hear some noise, that's just my wife on the phone. But there are no quarterbacks in this draft. So far, the ones I've scouted, they're terrible. They are horrible. Now, let's get to the top 10. Now, coming in at number 10. Like I said, you want to move up in this draft, you got to win more games. And this is a surprising person in the 10th spot. Not only has he just joined the league, he joined the league and the team was like 0-2, and then his internet was out. So he missed another game. He haven't lost a game since. The man is 6-3. Coming in number 10, we got the Seahawks. Brand new user to the league. Welcome. Don't get it twisted. You will get got. Nobody's scared of you. You're not nice like that. We coming for you. Coming in at number 9, we got the Texans. He said nobody could stop his run game. The Eagles said, "You're so good." I don't know if he shut him down or not, but he said he did. Coming in at number 9, we got the Texans. Coming in at number 8, we got those Eagles. Coming in at number 7, we have the Chargers. Now, this is the thing with the Chargers, man. That's a game I should have won. One thing I wish Madden would truly take out, and they have to stop. Injuries is one thing. Penalties is another thing. But when you start that, your team will have, the Eagles think he should be higher than 8. What do you gotta do? I just said what you gotta do. You gotta win more games, Papa. Let me see. What is your record? What is the Eagles' record? I think the Eagles are 6-2. Actually, I actually probably should have written you 7 over the above the in front of the Chargers, because I do think you have a little better game than the Chargers, and that's no disrespect to anybody. But you want to prove me wrong? You got to win more games. But now, get back to those Chargers. This is a game that I definitely should have won, but Madden got to stop. For this game, you will have -10 tackling, -10 awareness, -10 play recognition. -10? So if my guys, first of all, I have a young team. So let's think about this. Most of my linebackers are let's say, like 70-something, right? I think my best linebacker right now is like an 82 or something like that. And that's what over the weeks, the little upgrades or whatever. But, so, hypothetically speaking, if my linebacker is an 80, and then -10 awareness, his awareness is an 80, you push him down to a 70. So if I have a rookie and his awareness is 70, you push him down to a 60. Same thing with the play recognition. Same thing with the tackling. So how am I supposed to win the game? How am I supposed to compete? We don't need that in the game. We do not need that in the game at all. It happened to me in the playoffs against Bone, a legitimate user. How do you put that in a game in playoffs? -10 awareness, -10 play recognition, -10 tackling. That's insane. And you know while you have negative, the other team have positive. So that's a 20-point swing. We don't need that in the game. But I should have beat the Chargers. Honestly, I underestimated him. I underestimated Madden. And Madden got to stop putting on conservative. And you fumbling for no reason. You dropping wide open passes. I mean, literally wide open with no one on you at all. You throw the ball deep. You catch it. And you drop it. Or nobody on you. And you got a quarterback like Brady or Mahomes and they overthrow it or underthrow it. That's another thing. When that negative stuff is on, you guaranteed to underthrow every ball and get it picked off. Now, coming in at number 6, I have the Dolphins. I don't know his name. He used to be a commissioner. Is it Brees? I don't know, like the rapper? Or is that the rapper? But I got the Dolphins coming in at number 6. And we're going to hold that top 5 right there. And we're going to talk about what else was on the top, on the docket. Did I cover everything? I think I covered just about everything. But we're going to hold it right there. I need to know everyone's top 5 users in the league. As we stand right now, who do you think is winning the Super Bowl this year, this season? Like for me, I think right now, just looking at everything that's going on right now in our league, honestly, and I'm not even being funny, it would have to be the Bengals, Mr. Dev Ross himself, or Pun with those Bills. Those teams is stacked. With the last update, they toned down a lot of the blitzes. They toned down a lot of the defenses. So it's back to just air it out and you got to try to manually cover somebody. And it's hard. You got to think about, am I going to cover the running back? Is he going to send the running back out? Am I going to cover this tight end? Am I going to cover that slot receiver? And then now it's like if the players, the players have decent route running, forget about it. But as far as the Super Bowl, I'm thinking Bills, Bengals. I said Bills, Bengals, Bucks, Eagles, Cowboys. That's my 5. Let me know y'all 5. Now, let's look at these stats. These stats is ridiculous. And I'm not going to stay on the stats long because I didn't do a full layout of the stats. I'm just going over them from looking at them. But look at this nonsense here. I was looking at this yesterday, right? Just a quick glance. And I said, this is crazy. Look at these two. 41 and 38 touchdowns. 18 interceptions, 19 interceptions. Their quarterback rating is ridiculously high. Ridiculous, 124, 118. But then you go here, right? So we know the Bills going to Shakira, right? He's averaging over 200 yards a game. But look at Jamal Chase. He has 28 touchdowns. This is what I'm talking about. He ain't need Jefferson. He ain't need Jefferson. He got a 99-yard long, 99-yard receiving touchdown. That was his longest. That might have been against me. Who knows? I got spook booted, man. Yo, he destroyed me. And one thing everybody knows about me. You can blow me out. I'm still going to talk my trash. I'm still going to talk my caca. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep fighting. I don't care if I got 0. I'm going to fight to get at least 3. If I got 3, I'm going to fight to get 6. If I got 6, I'm going to fight to get that 7. I'm going to keep playing until that last whistle blow. Hey, when I'm playing somebody and I'm finally winning the game and man is finally not cheating, or it's the weekend and I'm beating you, well, that's when I normally win on the weekends, when I don't have no distractions and I don't got to worry about work and getting up the next day. And you start talking about, yo, can you just let me concede, or can you chew the clock? Come on, let me play, let me ball like y'all be balling against me during the week. But this is crazy. 28 touchdowns. Y'all see this? 28 touchdowns to Jamal Chase. 28. We start looking at sacks. Von Miller has 13. He was hurt. He must have came back. Matthew Judon, come on, man. Yo, 13 sacks, and we only in we just got to week 10. That's insane. That's insane. What about interceptions? Well, see, now he's on the Vikings. He got Cam Taylor-Britt from the Bengals. But that just shows you how confident he is in his offense. He traded a cornerback who's leading one of the league leaders with 9 interceptions. So getting him in return, that was a good move. But you still should have got more. Bryce Callahan. I thought this dude was washed. But Chargers know something we don't know because he's one of the league leaders. You know? So today I was playing and I saw something I'd never seen before in my life. I'm on a 2-yard line. I'm doing a little screenplay. So I go to throw the ball. The DE jumps up and he blocks it. So it flies up in the air. And he catches the ball and runs all the way back to the other end zone for a touchdown. Yeah, that's what I said, Chasing Jefferson. And like I said, he knows what he's doing with Jamal Chase. I got destroyed. I think he had like 200 yards with Jamal Chase against me. And I mean, that's with double teams and triple teams. He was burning on deep routes with me playing over the top coverage, just straight deep. Excuse me, y'all know my sinuses are terrible. But on deep routes, straight streak routes, he was burning Denzel Ward. Like Denzel Ward's speed was like 89. He was just blowing right by him. Then when I played 2-man under, like I said, over the top, he was just, it was nothing. I was jumping, trying to get a user pick, and he would still come down with it. That's insane. Insane. But right now, let's get to these last 5. He's going to definitely have a bounty on his head. He's going to have a bounty. The Bills is going to have a bounty. And whoever else that's killing with a player is going to have a bounty on their head. Rest assured. Y'all want that superstar upgrade? Close out that bounty. So coming in at number 5, I have the Ravens. Now the Ravens, I can't take nothing away from him. He beat me. I should have won that game, but he beat me. But I don't know. I don't even know how I lost that game. It was just a good game. But he's a great competitor. He's a good user. I thought I played basic. That dude played basic, man. He don't do nothing fancy. And the Bengals also. The Bengals, that's what got me tight. I didn't even get tight because I lost. I got tight because he was playing basic and just beating fire out of me. It's like he wasn't doing nothing exotic. But coming in at number 5, we got those Ravens. Coming in at number 4, we have the Packers. Mutani. Mutani have won Super Bowls in my league before. I don't know, I didn't include him on my top 5, but he might go back. Coming in at number 3, I got Showtime and them Bucks. Y'all don't sleep on Showtime, you spot filler. No, I couldn't believe that. But yeah, Showtime, I think you got to prove some of these cats to let them know that you're not a spot filler, man. So, honestly, this could go for 1 and 2 and 2 and 1. They can go either way. But for now, I'm going to put the Bengals at number 2 and the Bills at number 1 to win the Super Bowl and number 1 in the power rankings for now. And that's because the Bills have won Super Bowls before. And he claims he's nice. Now, Pun got game. So, I guess I'll see week 11. I know he's dying to blow me out. But that's the power rankings. Number 1, we have the Bills. Number 2, we have the Bengals. Number 3, we have the Bucks. Let's see if that power ranking change over the next few weeks. Like I said, you want more of these power rankings? Win more games. That's all it takes. Next time we do the power rankings, we're going to have the stats, the full breakdown of the stats, because it's going to probably be like week 17, 18. We got the breakdown of the sacks, interceptions, tackles for losses. In the words of Shirley Caesar, you name it. But if you want to move up on this list, you got to win more games. Straight cheese. But for now, it's your boy Gywu, a.k.a. Gywu Shefty, a.k.a. Mr. Shots Fired. I'm signing off. I don't even have no sign-off music. I need some sign-off music. What can I play? You know what? This is a song I like. When I be DJing, this is a song that came out not too long ago. But we're going to rock with that. It's okay not to be okay. How many of y'all know that song? Y'all know this? It's okay not to be okay. Let me fast forward a little bit. I know the Eagles know the song. Come on, tell me about it, boy. You know this song. It's okay not to be okay. Come on. When I be DJing, that's how I get down. Y'all be like, it's DJ Will, I'm in the building, stand up. But I'm giving y'all too much right now. I holla. Peace.